Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, a little update, and then I'm going to go into diets and how you work out where you want to go, what you want to do, and where you go from there. So quickly, I had some really good news this morning. My body weight has gone down to 179 pounds. It's exactly 10 pounds lighter than the 30th of March last year. So I know my weight's gone up and down, up and down. So £10 over a year, some people say they can do that in 10 weeks, but it depends how much body fat you've got to lose in the first place. So I haven't got a lot of body fat. I'm trying to lose overweight, not fat. I want to be lighter, not because I got any body fat to lose, but I want to be just lighter, my total body weight. Because if you're riding a bike or running, the lighter you are, the faster you'll be. It's just like a car. A heavy van is slower than a lighter car with the same engine in it. If you had a Ford Fiesta or Ford Focus with the same engine, well then the Fiesta would be faster because it's lighter. So I know I haven't got a lot of body fat to lose. I'm not doing this for health reasons. I'm not obese, as in fat. But if you look at the BMI chart, I still am heavy for my weight and height. So I just want to lose total weight. So my weight's been coming down the last couple of days. Normally it goes down and then I go to work or I have an off day and it goes up more than it's gone down. But it is actually coming down the last couple of days. And I haven't cheated by doing anything silly like dehydrating myself or training in the morning and then weighing myself. Today's body weight was first thing in the morning body weight, and the last time I trained was yesterday at 8 p.m. I did a little 5-mile run, and also the 5-mile run I think was the fastest 5-mile run I've done on Strava it only shows about 6 or 7 attempts at the same circuit, same 5-mile. So it's the fastest I've done the 5-mile route that I did yesterday for a while, and it was dark, and it was raining, and it was wet, and the head torch wasn't that bright, and I was wearing a coat and a long sleeve top and a hat, so I probably could go a little bit faster. So usually when I lose too much weight too quick, I start to get slower on things. A couple of years ago when I did go down to 172 pounds, my biking actually went slower because I wasn't having any energy and I was training in the morning, fasted with no food. But the good news is I'm losing weight. I'm still faster than usual, and I did a body fat test on Saturday and it was 9.9. So my body fat has gone down, not muscle weight. Okay, so today, I've had this question a couple of times, but today I've had a bit of a conversation. Same thing, everybody wants to lose weight, but they don't know where to start, or everyone's got a little troubles and little things that stopping them do what they want to do. They're not happy with their legs or their body or whatever. So I just want to break it down to what you need to do. It's not that hard dieting. You can do it on a low budget. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to have a special diet. There's just a few little changes, and the more weight you got to lose, the easier you'll see these little changes. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to have an honest person telling you as well the truth. Yeah, you are overweight. You do need to lose some weight here, and this is how much you got to lose. And then take it on board, and then just accept the facts and just move on with it. So you want to lose weight. You ask someone to help them lose weight. Don't cry when they tell you the result. But it's all good because it's only going to get better from there. So what you need to do to start a diet. Well, I'll talk about the things I think people go wrong first, and then we'll go into the right things. So people think you have to hurt and ache and be sore and sweat and be really knackered after a training program. You don't. The idea is you just train just enough to get whatever gain you want to make, and then that's it. Because recovery is where the magic happens. So even if you want to get bigger, more muscly, You don't go to the gym for 5 hours lifting heavy weights. You go to the gym, do the right amount of exercises in the right order, with the right weight and reps and sets. So you do that the right amount of days, just enough, a tiny little bit, to make a bit of damage to the muscles, because that's what happens. The muscles rip, microscopically they rip. Little tiny damage, and then you go away, you eat, you rest, and you grow. So the pain in a few days' time, the DOMS, it's too much soreness, because what would happen is you won't be able to train on that day. So you'd have a day off, and then you have another day off, and then before you know it, it's been 4 days since you last trained, and that 4 days is too much rest for what you did. The idea is then you're supposed to do a little bit and you grow, a little bit more, you grow, a little bit, you grow. Look, it takes time, but if you just do a heavy training session and then you think you can eat loads of protein, you won't. You'll either turn it into fat or you'll overtrain, and actually your body weight will go down instead of up. Same as if you want to be fitter. You don't go running a marathon on day one. You do 1 mile, and then you do 2 miles, and then you do 3 miles, and you build your mileage up each week, and then you can build your intensity up, so your speed. You can add in some hill sprints, uphills, downhills, whatever you do, but you don't just do it straight away in day one. You gradually increase it. Otherwise, you overtrain. You have bad knees, bad ankles, bad calves, and also you won't lose weight, because your body will just store anything it needs to burn, because it thinks, oh no, where's this come from? So whatever you're going to do, you've got to do it gradually increase it, or gradually decrease your food. But let's just say now, so you can have a diet to get bigger, muscly wise. You can have a diet to get bigger just if you're underweight. You can have a diet to lose fat, or just lose a bit of muscle. If you want to get to be a boxer at a certain body weight class, or bodybuilder at a certain weight class, or just whatever sport you want to be in, you want to be a little bit lighter for the sports season you're in. Or it could just be you generally just want to lose a couple of pounds for the summer. It's March now, so it's going to be July, August, or whatever your holiday is. You might want to lose a bit of weight. Okay, so where do you start? Right, so I'm not going to talk about experts, professionals, athletes, because you should know this already. You've obviously got a coach, you go to the gym. So go back to the start, strip it right back, and I'll talk about the basics. Where would you start? Where would I start? And a couple of different ways you can do this without any equipment as well. If you really want to be 100% accurate, which you can't be, the way to measure body fat is really expensive. There's machines that universities have, and they cost 10, 20, 100,000 pounds. Some of the tests are really invasive and hard to do, and some of the tests are actually impossible to do because you basically have to be dead. They actually cut open dead bodies to measure how much body fat they've got, and then that's how they make the calculations. They get 100 dead bodies, males, 100 dead body females, tall, short, big, and whatever, and they actually measure how much body fat they got on them. That's how they get their equations and calculations from. There's another way where you do underwater weigh-in. It's basically weighing scales underwater. They know how much you weigh out of water. They know how much you weigh in the water, and they can calculate then how much body fat you got, because obviously fat floats and muscle and stuff doesn't. There's a thing called a bod pod, which I've used before in university. It's a big egg. You sit inside it. The machine knows how much air is in the machine when it's empty. It knows how much air is in the machine then when you're in it. So it knows exactly how big your body is in volume. You put in your weight, so it knows how much you weigh, how much size you are, and it works out then using the dead body equations how much mass and volume and body fat you are. There's another way called DEXA. It's a scan. It's like an MRI scan or like an X-ray scan, and it measures muscle. So pause the video and hang on.